It's okay to make mistakes. I think we tend to overanalyze ourselves and aim to be perfect. And perfection is really just in the eye of the beholder. So not letting that hold you back from getting your product and information out there, showing your value and why you have the drive to bring something new to the industry and market. And really, it again comes down to just not being afraid to make mistakes. Hi, I'm Kavi Lochan, Strategic Transformation Executive. Worked in multiple sectors across North America, starting in disaster relief, giving me my operational resilience and career trajectory into executive leadership. I'm very excited to work with startups and help them expand into the Canadian market, especially ones focused on AI, blockchain, mergers, acquisitions, and building relationships, and also being the best version of yourself as a leader. I started off in disaster relief, so I did work for Hurricane Katrina out west in Vancouver Island for winter storms. And business continuity became a part of my operational excellence and resilience that I've had. And I found a lot of success in bringing that to businesses, having continuity, optimizing process, looking at financials, seeing the story, and also looking at the data. So that's the telecommunications side. Also, I came from the front lines. I used to operate and was a lineman. So stringing the copper wires and installing TV and internet. But where I'm really excited about going is where all the emerging technologies are going. And I'm really focused right now in AI and blockchain. Timely decision-making is definitely a skill and an art. So do your research. Make sure you look at your financials and understand the story it's saying from an operational standpoint, but also use the data available to you, if it's public, if it's private from within the corporation, and blend the two subsets of information to help you make timely decisions. And also trust your gut. The other main part is speaking to the people who actually are involved in the day-to-day actions of the business and the critical tasks. They're the ones who have the answers, so it's critical in having collaboration and extracting that information and really facilitating that so that we come up with the answers and solutions that are going to bring us to the next crossroad. I think being yourself and really showing your passion of what you're doing is going to be critical in showing up authentically, and also bringing the solution, why you created it. Help people understand what is the problem you're solving and how your value or your product is going to bring value to people and why they need to have it. I think focusing on where you want to be, the destination, as opposed to how you got there, is key in communicating that from a sales standpoint. It's also about business development and building relationships with people. Your network is going to be critical to your success and helping get your word out, and utilizing the various different go-to-market strategies and helping you get to your destination. Canada is a great soft landing space for new startups, especially who are not used to the North American culture. There's a lot of diversity here. You get the 4 seasons, which gives you exposure to multiple different scenarios and exposure to how your product or your value stream will sustain in these type of environments. So Canada is a great place. It's definitely internationally known, and it's home to many great startups being willing to know that you don't know everything. Expect the unexpected and be comfortable being uncomfortable. So stepping outside of your comfort zone and trying new things. When you get those nerves, usually that's a good sign that you're growing. And again, ask your peers. I think continuous feedback is an important part of your growth in mentoring. I think a lot of people look to their leaders and expect them to guide them or show them the path, but it's really comes down to your tenacity and your desire to make that known, and also put in the work to grow and get the information you need. No one's going to know unless you share it. So not being afraid to share, and I think being vulnerable at times too is beneficial because it allows you to connect with people on a real term. It's okay to make mistakes. I think we tend to overanalyze ourselves and aim to be perfect. And perfection is really just in the eye of the beholder. So not letting that hold you back from getting your product and information out there, showing your value and why you have the drive to bring something new to the industry and market. Really, it's again comes down to just not being afraid to make mistakes and learn from them is the other key of it. You know, if we make mistakes, it's one thing, but if you don't learn from them and you continuously repeat it, you're going to continue to repeat it until you learn from it. So I think sometimes internalizing things and doing self-reflection is going to help you overcome some of those blind spots quicker. Groups like the Toronto Business Development Center is a great location for founders and startups to get those resources and connect with people that are willing to help and help them overcome some of the challenges and obstacles that they're facing in their industry.